is Martin from Sept, the channel for learning about trading and investing. Welcome to the daily stock market analysis show. Look at what happened in the market during the day and now, and look over how we can plan for a better trade for the next day, right? Okay, so we had the big years that got beaten badly by the bank index. Basically, bank index is just 200 points short of the all-time high in the bank Nifty. Can you believe that, right? So as usual, we'll look at the charts and see exactly what happens and what we can learn and about how we can plan for the next day. That's September 15th, Thursday, tomorrow an expiry day. Let's look at the numbers. So it's finally end of the day. The Nifty and the Bank Nifty is contradicting. There is a divergence and it's 66 points down Nifty and 1.3% up Bank Nifty. That's how it turned out to be today. But how it turned out to be like that is the most interesting part. Look at this. Go to the 5 minute charts and then you see the drama there. This is what happened. We had a gap down of 1.5%. Then it was complete recovery that happened. A complete recovery of that, and then much more than that, right? So Bank Nifty, if you see, let's say 15 minutes basically. Right, it went 1.5% down, recovered completely, and then some more, and then gave up a half. Right, and then Bank Nifty also, percentages we'll see. Bank Nifty also, it gave up 1.5%, dipped near to the gap support, and then shoot up like anything as if there is no end. And look at this charts. Look at this candle. Right, it's a wide range bullish engulfing pattern, which is engulfing all the 3 candles and much above the previous candle's high, and it's an opportunistically low bullish pattern. Definitely no doubt about that. Nifty, it did fall and it did recover, right? But it just could not manage to close above the previous. It did went above the previous candle's high and then gave up some profit booking might have happened, and it closed below the previous candle's low. So that's kind of turned out to be bearish at the end of the day, losing some points. But what a remarkable recovery that it is. What is that recovery? It was 1.5% down, then full V-shaped recovery, and then more than that, it went beyond that, and then later 0.5% was given up there. Finally ending it to be negative in the sense that it closed below the previous close. Bank Nifty also closed gap down 1.5% and then recovered fully and double of that. It moved like 3% of up move from the bottom. So finally it gained 0.7% positive. It gave up. It turned out to be positive 1.3% high, and it gave up 0.7 from the full recovery of 3% from the bottom swing. So the recovery of around 1,300 points of recovery happened in the Bank Nifty from the bottom. So that was a dramatic recovery that happened. Look at this. The drama can be revealed only in the 5 minutes. Right? Gave the dip, trapped the bears who went short, and then went trending up with volatility until the last 1 hour. Right? Bank Nifty also did the same. Right, but just could not manage to close above the previous candle. That's all, right? So that is one of the beautiful bullish days that showed the power of the bulls and showed the buying, the strength in the market was demonstrated today substantially. Right. So overall, the trend line channel that we have been talking is on the weekly one. There's 2 more days left to the week, and it seems to be confirming that there is a breakout, right? And the fundamental reason for today's fall was, of course, the CPI US data came in as we had seen yesterday, but market did react to that and took a support at a previous support zone and then bounced up. Bank Nifty also did react, digested it, and then recovered dramatically. When there was buyers sitting in there for the dip to happen, and that's exactly what happened. So breakout seems to be intact as of now. The 2 more days, tomorrow's an expiry is also there. That's what we are. So we cannot say anything before that. To get a double reconfirmation of the breakout, right? So it was very volatile day, very volatile with high premiums shooting up and no decay, much happening, right, throughout the day, right? And support resistance level 18115 would be resistance, previous swing high. 18341 is resistance, previous swing high. That's Nifty. And 4182 and an all-time high is the next resistance for Bank Nifty. It went as far as 200 points short of all-time high in Bank Nifty. 42,000 is the next rounding number resistance about that for the Bank Nifty. Downside resistance first would be the 17,692, that is 17,700 to 1770. 17,700 to 17,800, that zone is going to be previous swing low as well as a gap support. So that's going to be a major support. 17,700, if that is breached, then we have a problem. If we have a problem in the sense, right, it's not, once again it's getting into some kind of consolidation, but let us assume at least. And after that, the next support would be near to 17,500 zones, which is a previous swing low. And it is similarly 4266, the support is a gap support, and then after that you have 39,700, which is also a gap support. Now there is a band expansion that has happened on the upside, which clearly shows bullishness. That's what is happening in both indices. Momentum also has bullish zones, but it's falling for the Nifty and rising for the Bank Nifty. The strength of that bullishness on the short term of the momentum is having less strength than the Nifty, but good strength, rising strength in the Bank Nifty, right? So overall bullish momentum is maintained. Above RSI 60 is what main. VIX is spiked a little bit today again, 18.27. It was close to 20, so we have to be cautious again. And Fyers is showing short build up for the Nifty and a long build up for the Bank Nifty, contradicting. Divergence is there in that. That's something that is reflecting the OI price pattern and trend momentum everywhere. Right? That big Nifty is lagging behind the Bank Nifty. That's levels 7,900 to 18,100 is what we can expect tomorrow price action on expiry day. That's what the OI has put in call writing is showing. 40,000 and 41,500 is where the highest put in call is seen on the Bank Nifty. 40,000 is a solid support, and that seems to be the highest put writing is what is dominating there. So definitely bullish in the Bank Nifty. Look at this, 1.62 is Bank Nifty's PCR put call ratio. 1.1 for Nifty is also bullish. So PCR in favor of bullishness. Why not in favor of as per the build up that happened today, but options data is also showing that movement is not going to go below 79. It is what it indicates as of now for the expiry tomorrow, weekly September 15th expiry is we're talking about. Sectoral metal is only sector that performed to reality from and reality already not do well, and as other major sectors apart from this are flash. Auto FMCG reality and metal maintaining a short-term bullishness from the momentum perspective. FMCG auto and reality are the most bullish among all these major sectors, other than the Bank Nifty, if you consider the momentum perspective, right? Heavyweights, HDFC Bank, CZ Bank, Kotak Bank, all the heavyweight banks performed today by Infosys and TCS stock, and the Reliance, the IT and the Reliance did not perform. HDFC Bank and HDFC remain to be the most bullish two stocks in the heavyweights in bullish momentum from the momentum perspective, right? Interestingly, Fyers are selling today. That's why Nifty was, they were selling from the Nifty. So buying from the Bank Nifty probably, right? 1,400 crores of selling happened in Nifty in cash. Remember that is 6 days of continuous buying that had happened. After that they are selling. There is what very little, 1,087 crores buy happened by the DIS. So institutional selling probably Fyers sort of making some money, and I hope that it may not be a continuation sellers that may be coming in the way, right? Because Fyers has been positive and they have been pumping in money for the last a couple of months now, right? Not several weeks, more than that. A lot of money is coming in from the Fyers. They have been consistently showing buying, and let's see how this institutional sell-off would it sustain, or that was just a break that the Fyers had taken today. But even despite that, the Bank Nifty managed to make such bullish movements. There is a lot of retail money, retail confidence, and also has come in the market is also evident from today's data. Crude oil is falling and then it's below 87, which is okay, positive, as long as it doesn't spike up again to the 100 plus levels. Dollar index also shows some cool off, it's falling, but it's still at very close to the 110, 109.5. It is also very high momentum. Momentum is slightly slipping the sideways. Right. Remember, we had the 111 kind of level that was hit, 20-year high levels were hit in the dollar index. So that's a concern, but it's kind of falling or a flattish movement is what you see. USD/INR also is falling in flattish moves there, but it's probably being controlled by the central bank. And 79.46 is where the rupees. Some gains. That's it. Not much, but some gains are there. The crude and rupee seems to be having some gains, but the US markets, look at this. That had fallen drastically yesterday. So big 1,300 fall happened after the CPI inflation data came in, which has increased. So market reacted to that. Our market also reacted. Global markets across has reacted. US markets reacted. Real balance. Now we have to closely watch tomorrow for market what happens. And because it's at a very crucial support zone in the trend line channel, and if that is breached, then we may end in bearish momentum days ahead. So that is something to close by. JCS also is red as of now. US also red. So you have to watch this pre-market. What happened today will be very crucial. So crude oil and dollar is somewhat okay. Gold is falling flat and consolidating. Let's slip from them. And it's in a major support. Maybe consolidating before think about that. So not. No major events, right? So that's a summary. The Fyers are selling more today, but institutions might have taken a break. That's all is what we'll have to assume. Retail participation is very good. That's what I see. The kind of up moves that happened today, right? Dollar and crude is not spiking or breaking out, at least, although it's at the peak. And US market is something that we have to. Otherwise, the market had price pattern, momentum, trend, and all that. Especially in the bank Nifty is clearly bullish, and VIX has spiked little, but be cautious on that. Keep in mind, tomorrow is an expiry, and the levels are very much clear. 7,900 and 1,800. It's in correlation with the OI and the price patterns. Support and resistance level that we had already seen that we come out with 7,900 and 1,800 is most likely one. So my market view is sideways, range bound neutral view is what I have for tomorrow expiry. So such a big move has happened, and there may be some consolidation, at least that may come in, and the range is also, that's what is shown in the operating interest data as well. So the question now we have going ahead beyond the expiry day play that happens, the question is, well, when is Bank Nifty going to hit the all-time high? It's just 200 points away. So do we have the Bank Nifty that makes the all-time high first, followed by the Nifty? How soon would that be? Would it happen in September? These are the questions that's there with the participants in the market right now. That's the kind of bullish that has come in. But the close of the Friday would indicate whether the breakout is for real or no, is it going to sustain or not, right? As long as it doesn't end up as a red candle or does not fall back in the channel, it should be fine. Remember that we had 19% of up move in the Nifty and 29%, that's 9,400 points of up move from the previous swing low in the Bank Nifty that has happened. So that is dramatic up move that has happened in a very short period of time. From the large March is what we're talking about, right? Bank Nifty. So that's a kind of strength and resilience in the market that is there. So there may be some down moves, up moves, and consolidations may happen, but it's not going to break down, because it has sustained such big drastic fall in the US market so long, and it may continue to do the same, right? That's what the view is. So for tomorrow expiry, it may be consolidation sideways, range bound day is what I view, as I said before. So today what we have seen is like it beat the hell out of the bears, with the bank index rocking and recovering 1,300 points from the bottom, and just 200 points. It went so far as 200 points away from the all-time high of Bank Nifty is what happened, right? So US market is something that you have to clearly watch out, which also has to be closely watched. It's spiking up to 19 kind of levels, very close to 20, and then very difficult to trade internally, right? Expiry day decay advantage would be there, so that play can be done for tomorrow. So that's my view, and yeah, I hope this helps you to frame your market view for the next day in some way or the other. So if that helps you, then consider hitting the like button, share it to maximum, subscribe if you're not subscribed. We have very few subscriptions. Appreciate your help in this regard. Thanks for watching. Happy trading, happy learning, happy investing. Bye.